So, und willkommen wieder zurück zu einem neuen Part. Und wir machen weiter mit Gordon. Ich weiß, ich muss dann später entweder Celine oder Gordon verkaufen, einen von beiden.
Bad signal. Rooftop briefing. Almost feels like the good old days.
If you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. Waller told me.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Have demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here. You're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
I know what she's done, but...
Ich weiß, dass es sicher gehen wird, weil ich hab's damals auch fast gehabt, aber ich hab's damals alles nicht verkauft.
Going through all that.
Yeah. The loss of a loved one can do that.
I'd have to imagine it would.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
That's enough, Waller. This is Jim's precinct. He's free to do as he pleases.
Maybe you weren't paying attention, but this is my turf now.
You're gonna push me too far, you hear me?
Is that a threat?
No, just God's honest truth. Something you wouldn't know a damn thing about. She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Gordon, größter Ehrenmann, muss man immer.
You're supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
I do know. This city has made me who I am.
So I've heard. I just wish Gotham produced more Batmans and less Riddlers. Make my job a whole lot easier. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
A vote of confidence. I'm touched, Waller.
Credit where credit's due. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Ja, deren Plan ist erstmal Riddlers Leiche zu bekommen.
All right. Here we go.
Wie soll das funktionieren? Meine erste Frage.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you. Well, it seems like the Prince of Gotham is more like an empty suit. I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Whoopsie.
What the hell?
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a
Tja,
lot
und jetzt
to
müssen wir,
get
glaube ich,
done.
mit
Who
jedem
put
reden.
you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
Ja, so, ja, stimmt. Erstmal rede
That
ich mit
was a nice
Harley
job
alleine in
before.
ihrem.
Come on up to my office.
Ja, genau, und dann müssen wir jeden überzeugen. Und dann bestimmen wir, ob ich rausgevotet werde oder nicht. Und dann kommt, glaube ich, Selina Kyle schon dazu. Und wir brechen um ein Riddler Space ein, um irgendwelche Codes aus seinem Laptop rauszuziehen.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you, after all the trouble I caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's just a part of who I am.
I'll be honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But don't push your luck. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet. And believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy.
Ist ist einfach
you got
Yugi
your
aus
head
God
screwed
of
on
War.
right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
I don't know. Sounds pretty romantic to me.
Bruce, you big softy. I suppose you could see it that way. It's just made him into such an angry person. You know? It's tearing him up inside. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
Tja.
Listen, I know about your father.
about how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
No, I just simply thought you might want someone to listen.
That's real goddamn presumptuous of you. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can on potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man.
Deswegen habe ich noch übrigens getreten. Damals habe ich, glaube ich, irgendwas anderes, aber egal, Bruce Wayne.
Machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Ich würde echt gerne Harley auf meine Seite ziehen, also komplett. Ich glaube schon, dass man sie irgendwie safen kann. Aber ich bin mir nicht sicher. Ich habe absolut keinen Plan. Aber ich glaube, das geht. Weil dann könnte ich mir, glaube ich, den größten Teil von Akt 5 komplett sparen, weil sie Joker manipuliert. Muss man nett zu sagen.
Spirit of unity? Not really what I'm sensing from this group.
Tja, die Spirit of Unity habe ich leider auch nicht. Aber wir reden jetzt mal mit Freeze.
What would Harley need with an EMP? I can't risk tampering with it.
Ich will nicht mit der Karte.
What are they planning to do? I don't have time to sort through all this. Not with them watching me. I heard about your wife, and Hear me out. I might be able to help.
What do you mean? You'll answer me if you're smart and understand the concept of self-preservation.
What you're doing, well, that kind of love is rare.
My wife followed your goings-on in the society columns, Wayne. You were more familiar with lust than love.
That's how I know how precious that kind of love is. What if you get caught? Sent to prison. What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her. Continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Your wife deserves it, right? The innocent deserve our protection.
You're right about that much. I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Any tips on handling Bane?
I don't know. Go talk to him. Good luck.
Bin ich oder? Lol, ich bin einfach durch die... Die Stühle sind einfach Matrix. Die existieren nicht. Ich glaube aber, ich muss was mit Joker reden. Davor. Ich bin mir aber nicht genau sicher, ich meine aber schon. Oder war danach? Egal, jetzt sind wir eh schon dran.
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you. Like, so good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before at your office, making me look good.
Hey, I'm just glad everything worked out.
Did it ever? Handing that key over to Harley, giving her what she wanted. Pure ecstasy. It was a big moment for me. I should have known right when we pinky sweared that everything would work out great.
Harley wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think you're well on your way to doing just that. And I've been doing, what I can to help, too. You didn't catch it? When it looked like Bane might kill you, I set off that EMP, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze.
Wow, then I owe you my life, John.
It's what pals do. I know you'd do the same for me. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you, too. Because I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Aber ich kann mir doch sicher etwas von seinem Bier borgen.
Priska.
Now, Bane loves that beer. I bought some for when I need to talk to him. He's scarier than anybody in Arkham.
Jetzt haben wir Bier im Inventar. So, jetzt damit können wir natürlich mit ihm reden.
Did you have one here?
Oh, that spot was for Batman.
You like Batman.
What's not to like? I only saw him for a second in Arkham, but... Oh man, I'd love to see him again.
Ja, glaube ich ihm.
Think she really brightens up the room. 1,000-watt face.
How'd you two meet?
Same way you and I met. In Arkham. She found me at a dark time and gave me a reason to live out here and experience all this. I don't see how we aren't destined to be together. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Tja, jetzt gehen wir mal ganz kurz raus. Und reden mit Bean. Mit Bier in der Hand. Jetzt sagen wir so, yo, nächstes Mal eine Runde soft alkoholisch tschechische Sachen trinken. Natürlich, Alkohol sollte man nicht trinken, aber in dem Fall ist es jetzt tragischerweise unsere einzige Option.
And now I see where Bane gets his fashion sense. Just thought you looked thirsty.
Please, come. bombed your building and killed your friend. Someone did that to me. I'd bomb their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know, are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
The payback I want is with the agency. They wronged me, and now I want to make it right. I'm sure you understand.
Riddler studied this Waller woman, profiled her. She is arrogant, presumptuous, and she won't see what we have planned coming. If you want to get back at the agency, we at least have that in common. In this line of work, one cannot be too careful. Trust has been the hardest thing to find, especially after Riddler's death. Yes, men you can trust, so hard to find. He was with my crew at the police arsenal.
Bane!
The prisoner he was supposed to be guarding got away. And yet he doesn't have a scratch on him.
This is crazy!
I suspect we have a traitor among us. One begins to smell a rat after Riddler's murder and that prisoner getting away. Loyalty is all that we have. But there can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim. Only one of you walks out of here.
You know me!
The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head, the sooner we get this over with.
Fine. I'll prove it!
Very good, Wayne. Very good. Maybe you do have what it takes to join our pact.
The package is moving.
What's going on?
Ach ja, damals
Job
hatte ich
we've
übrigens
been getting
Bane
ready
auf meiner
for.
Gegenseite gehabt.
It's
Ich glaube, dieses Mal habe ich jetzt einstimmig.
I'm ready.
Not so fast, the Moneybags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne. He in or out?
The aristocrat is not afraid to dirty his hands. I say we add him to the pact.
Jawohl.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. You can be trusted. In.
Bruce
Jawohl.
is strong and smart and handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts.
Wie ist der eigentlich in den Pakt reingekommen?
Where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in. You've earned a ticket to ride, pal. Make sure that EMP shielding is on those APCs.
Digga,
I
damals
don't need any
Bane
surprises.
war nicht ein Fan. Damals habe ich mir die Bane-Freundschaft erst gehört, als ich ihn aus Versehen
When
gerettet
we
habe.
work together, no one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours. Let's go!
Somebody grab that thing, it's important. Let's go hit him with the hind!
Aber wie bei jedem Mal sage ich, gutes Üben auch nochmal. Also vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und wir sehen uns mal. Ciao.